These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this?
The door is trapped.
Mousy! Wait, Eagle!
Sashko's it. Your plan sounds...
The doors are we climb up in.
Hello, Igor. I've been expecting you.
Semenov?
I have to...
Tanya.
You've always...
What?
You should be...
If you...
Stop. After every... I'll start she always... We're going to... She will...
This is...
You must own everything, and you... It was all that I felt...
I'm going to...
stand for...
What's wrong with you, Igor? How foolish can you be? How did you not see this coming? Your companion's fate has been sealed in this timeline. The least you can do is consider what led to this.
Olivier! No! Olivier! Oh, damn it!
Bad.
Olivier! We have to help him!
It's letting me go.
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn! Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
There's no other choice.
Tango spotted! Engage at will!
There's blood on your hands, Igor. You didn't prepare well enough. Your companion's demise is on you alone, Igor. This could have been prevented if you'd have prepared better.
Sashko! Oh, good lord!
The Rat King!
Sashko, can you hear me? Say something!
You cannot hesitate, Mousy. We will mourn the fallen when this is all over.
Tatiana! Finally!
Pretty hot for 60 years old.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together. Finally, release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help! Die! Igor!
I don't understand. Oh, fuck!
Reactor, Chernobylite.
What do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out!
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night, April 26th, 1986, and took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took his? Why?
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kamenyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kamenyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny, how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices...
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way. But it has to be done. I wish there was another way. Easy on me. I won't do the same for you. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? You're making this too easy, son. You're not strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am. But it has to be done. This too easy, son. Come on, show me the new and improved Igor Kimenyuk. It has to be done. You think you're better than me? too easy, son. This gives me no pleasure. It has to be done. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? I wish there was another way. You're making this too easy, son. I won't let you hurt her.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
Tatiana! Finally!
Pretty hot for 60 years old.
Igor, my love, my child.
It's been so very long.
You know it in your heart, my...
But
You shouldn't be here. All of us together.
what did you call me?
There's nothing you can do.
What?
The connection is... Go to the
Find what?
No more waiting.
Tanya?
Go.
Tatiana?
Boris!
I don't understand.
Reactor.
What do I do?
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's...
Yes, we'll get to that.
Fine. Just make...
What do you really...
Isn't that obvious?
You may find this surprising.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing.
Come on, man. I've come to...
Let's start from the beginning.
I sure do.
Boris is dead.
You took his.
The more important question, because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me?
If I wanted to kill you, I would...
Will you quit talking in fucking...
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. Was hard. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. You are my clone. Sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most important...
What are you saying?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. He needed me to... What happened next? She gave birth to Chernobylite. No doubt affected. I didn't know what to do with you. Until one night she pleaded with me to release you into the woods.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990...
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. The night was so cold.
The sweater. I had it in the camp.
Yes. It could have been a trigger. Perhaps you were... I suspect that...
But she's been...
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my...
Chernobylite. But the image...
They felt so real. It wanted you here.
Someone sent me if they were real.
Oh, that I really hoped only one of us is...
Wait.
We just did. Goodbye, son. I wish there was another way. Already. I promise to make it quick for Tatiana's sake. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? I won't let you hurt her. I wish there was another way. Son. Better than me. This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. Give up already. I promise to make it quick for Tatiana's sake. Don't go easy on me. nuclear force field to defeat you.
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell. Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the end. In his final moments, he enjoyed a privilege afforded to few men indeed. He had no regrets. He died as he lived, fighting bravely for those closest to him, and that was enough. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain, the old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses almost got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. Meeting his former student Igor saved Semenov's life, although he could never have predicted it. Confronted with mortal danger, he realized he could no longer allow his demons to determine his fate. He left the zone, hoping there was still time for him to find peace. Without Semenov's brilliance, NAR eventually dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. These events have not happened yet as the future. You found Galib. You released. Sashko asked you to blow up the NAR checkpoint to event. In the end, you did as Sashko. You reached the supplies, but someone else got there first. Igor, it's not the... You decided to kill Koslov and use a sniper rifle to be on the safe side. Let's change the timeline and see what it gets you, Igor.
Olga, I can see our friend Koslov.
Then end him. It's the only way to be sure.
And if I miss?
You won't. Just remember to account for the bullet drop and wind speed. You can do the math in your head. Easy. You'll be fine.
What did I tell you? Shooting this miserable fuck in the head would be an act of mercy. I'm warning you. Don't do it. You can find your way in, I'm sure of it. The kitchen's just inside, no hassle at all.
Don't listen to this maniac. It's much too risky and completely unnecessary. It's like kicking a hornet's nest while standing inside it. Just focus, breathe, and take the shot. I'm sure you can pull this off. There's almost no wind today.
You met with Koslov in his office and kidnapped him. Let's rearrange some past events, Igor.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Koslov.
Actually, I'm glad you showed up. I've been wanting to speak with you for quite a while.
I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatiana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
Come on, he's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait, you're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay, I'll bite. But you better have answers.
I know you're there, Professor Kaminyuk. Answer the radio. We need to have a little chat. I've got something that may interest you, Igor. Please.
Are you...
General Kozlov, in the flesh.
Why should I trust you?
I don't need you to trust me. Simply Red Forest, next to the trains.
What's so
A matter of life.
I don't like this.
I know, Professor, but...
That was Kozlov, right? What did he want?
Some FaceTime in the Red Forest.
The Red You can't go.
Oh, no shit, it's dead.
But all Kozlov has...
I appreciate your concern, Olivier.
I see. He knows that together we're a real threat. Remember to stay on the radio, okay?
Sure.
Someone has to.
General Kozlov, head of NAR security. A man from the past with a past. I know.
For the record, going to this meeting is dangerous. Going alone is downright stupid. Watch out for any sign of an ambush, okay?
I will. This must be the place.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Show me your hands.
I didn't come here to play cops and robbers, Professor Kaminyuk. If I wanted to get rid of you, you'd be making your bed in a lime pit right now.
Let's make one thing clear.
Are you certain of that, Kaminyuk? There's something. There's a helipad with an about. Go there.
What's that supposed to...
No. No harm.
Forget it, Igor. If Kozlov has something to tell you, why didn't he just say it?
What are you saying?
It's all an elaborate trap. They're going to stuff you into an old tire and set it ablaze. I've seen it many times before.
I'm at the helicopter. Kozlov wasn't lying about that, at least.
So you think you can trust him now? You can still back out, you know. Come back and we'll hunt this bastard down together.
There's an underground bunker beneath the helipad.
Don't go in there. Please.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Surveillance equipment. Can't be Soviet. It looks cutting edge. Someone's keeping tabs on me in our little warehouse operation. They've got everything here. My exact words, my plans. But how? Is the place bugged? Olivier. Olivier, come in.
Where did you go? I thought I lost you for a second there, buddy.
I found a bunch of surveillance hardware in the bunker.
It must be an old Soviet facility. I wouldn't worry about it.
That's not all. I also found intel about me and our mission. Someone is listening to everything we say in the warehouse.
Are you certain? Maybe it's just old intel the KGB gathered on you.
No. No way. The equipment looks brand new and... Goddammit, Olivier, someone's been tracking our every step. We need to talk. I'll come back soon.
You've seen it. I can see it in your eyes. What do you think?
That's what I should be asking you.
My dear Professor, you have a brilliant mind for science. But really, no, I'm not spying on you. I'm not sure who he's working.
Yes, General?
A military man with connections to a foreign agency. Canadian, perhaps?
Enough riddles.
Your best buddy Olivier has been with you. Think about, he's working for, but the whole operation is otherwise. I would...
Why did you
You assume, I don't know. You think you may find we both lost. We're all just, but much remains.
Let's say I believe you.
Treat this information about Olivier as an olive branch. Do you think I enjoy playing the evil Colonel? I came here believing that working in the private sector would allow me to retire someplace. Yep. I'm his own. Instead, when they sensed I was unhappy, hid him from me as...
Am I supposed to...
No. Help me find...
This can't be a coincidence.
What?
It seems he's still a servant of the Rat.
A real hunter does...
I don't know if you believe in
What?
Easy, General. He's
I don't need all the details right now.
I sent him to the Samarshal village. Matvey and his people are taking...
Igor, you truly are a ray of light in all this darkness. I'm proud to have you and proud of myself.
I hope you're not playing... Thank you. Your sense of honor... This is where we...
It would be better if you just...
I wish I could. I plan to...